The difference between leg yield and a two-track, Haunches In or Travers, with 5-minute horse lessons. The leg yield versus a two-track can be a confusing concept for riders because in both of these examples, the hindquarters or haunches are in. Here, the top footage is a leg yield along the rail, and the bottom footage is a two-track. The difference between the leg yield and the two-track is how you manage the bend of your horse. First, let's take a look at an overhead shot of a leg yield. In this footage, you can see that the horse is bent around the rider's left leg. This red line in the still shot shows the bend of the horse. Here now is the overhead of the two-track. The two-track bend looks like this. The head and the neck and the shoulders are going forward, and the hindquarter is pressed in. Here is a still image of the leg yield along the rail, and you can see that the horse's hindquarters are in, and you can see the horse's neck and shoulder. In contrast, here is the two-track, and these three lines represent the two tracks. In this case, the middle track is shared between the front right and the left hind foot. Now, to clarify that a little more, here is a shot of the two-track, but in this shot, the haunches are pressed in too far to the inside. And the problem with this is there are now three tracks. We've got track number 1 in red, and now track number 2 in red, and finally track number 3 in red. When what we want is just two tracks, allowing the inside front and the outside hind on the same track. So nice. And the more skilled the rider, and the more trained the horse, the easier it is to achieve this. Here you can see the horse and the rider being somewhat inconsistent. And man, that's why I like still shots. Perfect, just like that. Don't move, anyone. Here you can see a still shot of a leg yield coming towards the camera. And the hindquarter is in very dramatically. The haunches in, the two-track, is a much straighter maneuver. You can see just the hindquarter just to the inside. It can be difficult to see exactly what's going on between horse and rider. But the more that you become familiar with these maneuvers, the more you'll start to see the subtle differences between the leg yield and the two-track, the haunches in, or the Travers. If you are performing these maneuvers for the first time with your horse, just be patient and give yourself and your horse plenty of time to relax. And that is the difference between a leg yield and a two-track, haunches in, or Travers. Remember, the secret to successful horseback riding, no matter the discipline, is how well you manage the bend of your horse. 5-minute horse lessons. Learn the basics so you can go and enjoy your horse adventure.
See if I can make them